What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today I put together an Azorius artifact deck that I wanted to try out, focused on the Simulacrum Synthesizer, which everyone knows and loves. So we're going to just keep making a bunch of construct tokens, as well as fending off our opponent's aggro decks. So let's get right into this list. We got 1 Elspeth Smite, 4 3 Steps Ahead, 2 Fabrication Foundry, 4 Get Lost, 4 Temporary Lockdown, 1 Braided Net, 1 Esoteric Duplicator, 4 Simulacrum Synthesizer, 4 Assimilation Aegis, 4 Sunfall, 4 Steel Seraph, 2 Season of Weaving, and for the lands we got 2 plains, 4 islands, 1 Meticulous Archive, 4 Restless Anchorage, 4 Seachrome Coast, 4 Demolition Field, 4 Fountainport, and 2 copies of Mirrex. Let's get into these games. Since Farewell is at a standard, decks like this could just thrive and not worried about just like losing all their artifacts. Which was a big problem for, I feel, just any deck that's just trying to play cards that just stick on the board, besides Planeswalkers, because Farewell couldn't hit Planeswalkers, so there's that. Opponent goes first. Not a fan of the double Sunfall in hand, but it's gonna work. Oh, it's not the lands. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast this no lands. That's an interesting one. What are they gonna get rid of? Either the lockdown or the synthesizer. Yep. So they swing for 1, and what's the move? Ah, a little lizard action. So now this is where they get rid of the Simulacrum Synthesizer or 3 Steps Ahead. I think 3 Steps Ahead is the better choice. Yep. Alright, so check it out. I'm going to be able to scry, and that might be relevant. It is, because I do not need neither of those cards right now. Once I get to 5 mana, I'll be all good. It's just, am I going to be able to survive until then? That's the real question. So I go to 14. They get 2... Oh, they got another Deep Cavern Bat, but that's okay. So they can play it. So play this tapped. Go for Fabrication Foundry, because why not? And next turn is the big Sunfall. Unless they could somehow get rid of both Sunfalls, or hit me for 14. They cannot. They're just going to try to dish out as much damage as possible. Looks like they're going to try to draw a different card. They pass. So, big surprise, we hit them with the Sunfall. We got temporary lockdown back to our hand. It's pretty good. I think this is where we just go double synthesizer right now. And the Steel Seraph is going to be very relevant in gaining life. And we get the first game. I like Steel Seraph because it's just my way of gaining life in this deck. Plus it's a 3-drop artifact, so it just goes right into the theme with the Synthesizer. By the way, if you haven't, please subscribe, like the video. Anything would help me out. I make new videos every day. And also thank you for everyone else that subscribed and supported the channel so far. I really appreciate it. It's been a blast making all these videos and tackling the meta. And I'm pretty excited for Duskmorn, I think it's called, the new set. So, gonna try to wrap my brain around that stuff too once it's out. I'm already looking at the spoilers, it looks pretty cool. So we are going against Mono Red and or Rakdos. It's Rakdos aggro. So one of the problems that whatchamacallit, this deck faces doesn't have any answers right now. I mean, sure, I play Get Lost and the Elspeth Smite and whatnot, but it's far and few in between, especially when your opponent's going really wide like this. Like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, so I guess I could technically Assimilation Aegis the challenger, but is that correct? I think I'm gonna do that. Because that card could dig for more cards. And they don't have any spells, it looks like. Or, there it is. I mean, let's be real, either way, even if I threw down the Steel Seraph, I would have been in trouble either way. So our opponent's just putting us to 1, they just don't care, they're like, alright, we gotta take down our opponent. Which they did. See, I drew the Get Lost after turn 2, because, you know, that's just how it goes. We are off to the next game. So if we go first against that deck, we have a lot of a better chance. But if we go second and can't draw any interaction for the first and second turn, then we're pretty much dead. That's just how it goes. They just thrive on that interaction of, well, on the hope that there isn't any interaction on those first few turns. It's like the window of opportunity to fight back. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. We put 1 temporary lockdown back, and we should be chilling, hopefully. Unless it's another aggro deck on turn 1. Oh no! That again. I got the Get Lost for turn 2 at least, but still, it's like, of course. Is this the same guy? Might be. Alright, so at least this time around, I'm ready. I'm prepared, just a little bit. I'm not going to say fully prepared, but I got the stuff. Okay. It's a good card. So I'm kind of forced to do this right now, because if I just hold my mana back, it's just going to probably get worse. The hope is that they don't have anything else they could just haste in and attack, but, you know, they always have it. See? They got it. They're ready. They got it all. Okay, so this is the hope. I have to survive one more turn in order to be able to play Magic, right? Alright, this is what I need. I definitely just need to survive this turn, and if I could, we should be okay, but depends on what those two cards are in their hand. It could be anything, honestly. So, I'm at 5. They could sacrifice it and put it to 4, which they might because they're getting greedy, but they're not. Okay, so how do you like another temporary lockdown? Okay. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. I Braided Net, so I could tap that before they attack. I bring out a Defender, and then the next turn I Steel Seraph, and then I'll start gaining life. That's the plan. I'm sticking to it. We go to 2. So this is where they either draw a removal spell, or are we gonna get this back? And we're gonna probably get this back now. So what do you got? Alright, so best part, here we go. Do I cast it as a regular? Yeah, we will. Cast it as this, so we have 3 steps ahead online as well. So now the best part. Guess who's getting lifelink? And now we take them out of range of killing us, as well as holding the counter and holding back their attack. And we get the game. Very nice. Kind of like a little bit of a redemption there. Okay, and we're off to the next game. By the way, if anyone has any kind of certain decks they want me to try out or play, please let me know in the comments below. Any deck that you haven't seen or think is interesting, anyone can always put a deck list that they could share, and I'll either, if you want me to play that one specifically or tweak it up, I'm always down to try out new decks. Our opponent goes first once again, which is a reoccurring theme here, but it's okay. Steel Seraph is really proving itself in these games. I've been really enjoying it. In previous lists, I don't think I played it because I was trying to play a creatureless kind of build where your opponent has less interaction, but if you think about it, Go for the Throat is still being played a lot beside, you know, Bitter Triumph, so this card is pretty much immune to all the stuff. Well, unless they play the Bitter Triumph, of course, but okay, so if our opponent keeps on playing 1 and 2 drop cards, the temporary lockdown next turn is going to be very good. What are they playing? Yep, they're going for Might Caller. Oh yeah, I'm temporary lockdowning, alright. I might actually surrender off of this. But we are going to find out. Let's hit him with it. 3-for-1 special. So if I could get a synthesizer on the field and then just keep, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna synthesizer. Just gonna keep it coming. So what do we not need? We don't need any lands, we don't need that. Best thing I could draw now is another board wipe to try to deal with all these things. Ah, okay. Very fancy. What are you gonna get? A lot of creatures. Okay, that's a lot of stuff, actually. So if they attack with that, and then they bring out that, that's 6. These are gonna be 3s. That's a lot. of value. I have to do this. I don't really want to do this right now, but I'm going to have to get rid of this. Because our opponent's going to bring out way too much value. And I could make it a 4/4. So I'm just going to do it like that. They are going super duper wide. That's so funny. Oh, but I drew the Sunfall somehow. That might do it. I got lucky with that. I would have been in trouble. This is the point of no return for our opponent. Unless they... Ooh, very cool. So I spoke too soon. Definitely did. But... Am I worried? Not quite. We're going to build our own army as well. And that will do the trick. And Azorius Artifacts gets it done. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, and take care. Have a good day.